haven't happened.
Time for SmackDown Live.
Time for SmackDown Live.
Where were we? Time for SmackDown Live. Yeah. Shane Van promised to get paid back for Kane's attack on Dan Bryan. And then this segment, he welcomed the New Day, who in praise for charging their role one day. Cody Case and Big E and Zayn will celebrate their invasion of their rival brand. Taylor Zayn started out to ridicule them. Zayn blamed the commissioner for the two of them not making the Survivor Series team. The New Day fired back with insults to sell things and ran book a match between Zayn and Kingston. Well, there was a solid entertainment value here. There wasn't a ton of storyline advancement. 5 of these guys aren't yet booked for Survivor Series, so we got 3 of them will be. The scene that point scenes though, Owen and Zayn storming to the event to take down McMahon though. One will thought the New Day will even want to be more vocal, but actually want to be on the card. The former champs obviously care about this brand war thing, yet they request opportunity to represent Team SmackDown. Well, less than 2 weeks until the event.
Yeah, I thought the promo was fine. It was just basic fun. New Day and Owens and Sammy were always making an entertaining promo.
Early on in the match, Kingston and Zayn traded advantage in a match heavy with Matt wrestling. Zayn suckered the high flyer in, was able to take control. He was able to ground Kingston, slowing the belt down. A crossbody allowed Kingston to split a win, but he didn't have time to celebrate as Owens attacked and developed New Day ran him off, however. Zayn and Kingston showed good chemistry. Even though there were a few minutes where things seemed slightly off, but I think this was the first time ever.
Yeah.
I guess Joe said that's the expected. Kingston threw in a fun new springboard move out, so that'll be great to see become a real part of his arsenal. Owens' point to protector helped emphasize his bond with Zayn. The New Day shows usual unity too. If the trio is going to face the Shield, it's smart to get one of their members away.
Yeah. I agree with that wholeheartedly. The match was a lot of fun. Maybe sometime down the road we can revisit Sami Zayn versus Kofi Kingston.
A victory for Rusev in the next match was award of a spot. SmackDown Star Series. In English, introduced Rusev via song. The Lion Bulgaria bowled over into him once the bell rang. He seemed to be assured of a win before Orton hit an RKO. Well, it looks to be a showcase of Rusev's power and aggression, turning a head scratcher of a booking move. Rusev will be a great fit for Team SmackDown. I actually wrote this before, though, who John Cena was announced, so
yeah.
Honestly, Cena is the better choice in this case. I know Rusev is in need of an increase in spotlight in some direction, though. He now got needs of now. There is a clear effort to play up the power to RKO as of late. It's essentially the only move Orton hit here, and he won regardless. If only they spread that kind of the stars who need it more.
Yeah, for me, it was very decent, but it felt really short. I guess I can be happy that Rusev dominated most of the match. However, he ended up still falling to only one move against him. So I hope Rusev gets better very soon.
Naomi, Tamina, Lana, and Charlotte Flair watched from ringside as Carmella and Ellsworth down the entrance ramp. Looking to chase down Ellsworth, the former jobber Moffat fell, but Eyes last kept the responding with fast-paced offense. Ellsworth had his bonus, but Lynch mostly whipped him convincingly. He tried to retreat, but Flair always forced it back in. Lynch was waiting for him, pulling down the disarmer. Carmella followed up with a kick to Ellsworth. Well, certainly no in-ring classic. This was still a fun, engaging match. A heavy dose of comedy melded with a display of Lynch's strength, and Ellsworth bangled Lynch at the end with classic heel stuff. Ellsworth represented kind of men who dismisses women's athletes. Becky got revenge as Becky self said. As a bonus, the SmackDown woman looked united ahead of Survivor Series.
Yeah, funny Ellsworth is showed Mr. Ellsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, the match was very entertaining. It was entertaining for what it was. I don't think it's ever going to be like a Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle classic.
Right.
But still, I had a lot of fun with it. And if this is truly the way they're going to write Ellsworth off, sure, why not? Becky gets the rub.
Right. SmackDown's a very straightforward show this week.
Yeah.
Up next, Tag Team Championships. Slugfest broke up for the bell rang as the Usos went on the tag. Chad Gable took out Jey Uso outside the ring, leaving him hobbled. Jay struggled to stay as the referee's counter said. From all I'm hearing, this storyline is anything now.
Yeah.
But the way Jay landed it, you can easily see where people think of her.
Yeah, how he landed on that leg did look,
yeah,
look a little rough.
Look, it's here, yeah. But,
if that was the plan, I give him all the credit in the world.
yeah. The callback to the Usos attacking Gable's leader last year was polite. Aside from that, and the Usos pretty much trashed Hulk, which is always also with the Usos. This was a disappointment considering who's in it, but I'm assuming they're building to a bigger match at Clash of Champions in December. So
yeah.
I'll write down on the slide. Perhaps this is a precursor to Gable and Benjamin's official heel turn, you know. Or it's not that he roast the Usos out or Survivor Series match if Jay does have some sort of injury though too.
Yeah.
And it's not actually that, who knows. But for now, this still feel random and abrupt. But I think to me, I've talked about a lot of times, and that's why they want abrupt. But it did hold elevate the Usos ahead of a big matchup against his arm Sheamus. It's kind of like a 50-50 problem here.
Yeah, it's a really short match. That's pretty much really all you can say about it. It was probably that short because they are setting up a future big match between the two teams.
Right. So in that case, you can let it slide.
That way, you don't have to lower what Shelton and Gable are doing.
Yeah.
And you don't have to sacrifice the match you're getting at Survivor Series either.
Yeah. So in that case, I will let it slide then. Because they didn't want Gable shot to the thing. And they are continuing to face it, yeah. Then the main event, AJ Styles with Jinder Mahal for the championship. Things got slowly as Jinder and AJ approached the champ's power earned from the early advantage. He ground down Styles with his typical methodical style, but with a lot more power behind that. Styles was able to charge back. Even though the Same Brothers put their same old match, AJ blissed was singing into the barricade. Because the thing was way ahead. On AJ just dove at his feet, and he was down. The other one...
he dove, tackled his feet, and the other one and he just went down like a sack.
They jumped up the commentary desk said, forearm the other one, and then the one that got tackled got up and did run the apron. Yeah. Phenomenal fought through and took down the hole with the phenomenal forearm. Mahal's best match, not surprisingly, came against a man famous for extracting the best from his foe. The crowd was all into during AJ's journey. This boasted the proverbial big fight feel too. The unexpected tailwind for Styles was quite the welcome sight. And then Mahal started frees up SmackDown's main event to reach his full potential. As Styles versus Brock Lesnar is a vast improvement over Styles versus Mahal. I mean, Lesnar versus Mahal.
If this doesn't prove it, my next statement, then I don't know what else would. AJ Styles can wrestle a broomstick to at least a B+ match.
Yeah.
That makes me very hopeful for a lazy Brock Lesnar walking into the Survivor Series. Yes, this match was really good.
It was actually my favorite match of the two shows.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
And that includes a tag title match between Cesaro and Sheamus, and Dean and Seth, and Finn and Joe. This was my favorite match of the three.
I'm actually willing to go one step further and say it was my match of the week.
Yes, because Roger Shaw and Adam Cole were signing up for something bigger.
Yeah. It was my match.
This had that big feel.
Yeah, it was my match of the week. Loved the decision. And
for me, it's actually the first time Jinder felt like a main eventer on SmackDown.
Yeah. Jinder actually wrestled like a powerful guy.
Yeah.
He kept on throwing AJ around when AJ was trying to get on offense.
Yeah, little stats here too I read, which is pathetic, the way they booked Jinder's title run. I'm not even blaming Jinder here. They literally treat him as a jobber.
Yeah.
What was it? It was he was champion for 6 months. Now there may not be a point in this after all, but I'll let that news come as we get closer to the India tour. I'm not going to do my speculation, but right now Jinder is the only SmackDown star on the India tour. So there may not be a point on the last 6 months. But I'll get close. Hopefully there is a point to this.
Or maybe he costs SmackDown and he moves to Raw.
The stats for, hold on, what did I read? 6 months he may even won SmackDown pay-per-view. ironically.
The one you were at. Yeah.
Yes, at the Pujat Brazilian Oregon in Battleground. And how many times did he main event SmackDown? So you think 6 months? I'll give or take 24 episodes of SmackDown. There's less than 6 months, but still. He main evented 6 of them. Alright. Exactly my point. SmackDown normally does change up their main events weekly, but Jinder was never consistently in that main event.
Yeah.
Sure.
It wasn't like 12 out of 24.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. More stats are the good stats. AJ's the first person to win the WWE Championship on SmackDown ironically since 2003. Last person to do that, Brock Lesnar over Kurt Angle in Iron Man match. And AJ's also the first wrestler in history to win the WWE Championship outside North America.
Yeah.
So,
people at Manchester gotta see history.
yeah. The botch of the week this week, I did enjoy both shows a lot. I don't really have one
Yeah, one like glaring.
Yeah,
mistake.
so I'm just going to skip that this week for me because I don't have nothing. That's really bothering me. Normally I've been leaning on Kane, but even this week didn't bother me with Kane.
Yeah.
SmackDown didn't have nothing too costly this week. If I'm going to pick a botch,
it'll be more like nitpicks of the week.
Yeah. And even the nitpicks are smaller than usual this
Yeah.
week. I guess my nitpicks could be, why didn't they build a show like this from 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
That could be that could be a nit.
The biggest botch of the week could be Jinder Mahal's title reign.
Yeah, of 6 months. Yeah, I don't have nothing this week that would really say.
If anything, it would be like nitpicking. Like I'm not sure why other women were on the show in a match
Overall.
on SmackDown or Raw. But yeah, I'll be like.
Well, they only had 2 other women left, and they did that match last week.
Yeah.
Overall, to be fair, and SmackDown only groups the women together.
And I guess since I mentioned it, would probably be Miz left line.
Yeah.
That would be my biggest.
Yeah, and made sure a replacement better for that.
Yeah.
Jordan on the Smart Series scene. But if that leads to a heel turn, that is worth it.
Yes.
So I can't even say that because I don't know where it's leading.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say since we mentioned it, the biggest match of the week for me was Miz left lying right before the champion versus champion match. To Strowman, who was just beaten up by King.
Right. Yeah. The length of the tag team title match on SmackDown. That's all I got. I don't know. Show the week. This is even a little hard this week because both shows were good this week. But I do got my pick though.
Yeah, we do this live.
Yeah.
And honestly, even before I give my answer, I may change it again.
Right.
There. I think I got my answer.
Yeah. I got mine too. Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
Alright. On 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
SmackDown. 5th week in a row.
By the way, we don't actually plan
No, clearly.
to come out the same every week. It just happens that way. We've been hanging around each other way too long.
Yeah, both shows flowed well this week.
Yeah.
Raw was fun, but SmackDown had the bigger feel, is what I'm giving to the bigger moment of the week. The best match of the week.
I literally gave it to SmackDown because Raw had my biggest mistake, and while SmackDown may have had mistakes, it was more nitpicking, if anything.
And SmackDown had my favorite women's match of the week. Of the two on the main shows.
Yes.
Oh.
But other than that, I felt both shows were really worth watching.
Yeah, because apparently this is just changing that Big 4 pay-per-view 2 weeks ago, but whatever. At this point, like I said in the news, on why Cena's old team Logic's out the window for this pay-per-view.
Yes.
The card went from a one-match show to at least a four-match show.
Yeah.
So
the changes have made the overall card a lot better.
yeah, so I'm not really going to nitpick on that. Like I said, Logic the next 2 weeks, don't expect it. Because I'm pretty sure there's another title match changing. Another match changing on Tuesday night.
Well, on SmackDown they announced Natalya versus Charlotte next week for the Women's Championship.
Right, and Baron
Which
I'm assuming Charlotte's that.
yes.
Baron Corbin versus Sin Cara for the United States, and
I don't think that's true.
and the New Day versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And on Raw, Brock's return and Roman's return.
Yep. So another big week in
For both shows, yeah.
And it'll probably include both Raw and SmackDown stars, at least on both shows.
Yes. Now the 205 Live. Enzo opened a show with the debut episode of his new talk show, appropriately titled The Zoe Show. His set consisted of a black carpet and some leopard print cloth hanging on turnbuckles. He kept pushing his conspiracy theory about Raw, Joe Nash Triangle having out for him. The crowd chanted warned at him a few times.
Yes.
To show his pleasure. He was soon joined by Jordan Devlin, Tucker, James Drake, Mark Andrews, Bate, and Joseph Connors. But before he could introduce Connors, the Bate laid him out with a stiff left hand for insulting him. Kalisto walked right past him more race. He made his way to the ring for the first match. This segment was slow and long, but it was always great to see the UK division on W television, so it was easy to handle. This is definitely the first time I can remember that the crowd changed warm at Enzo.
Yeah.
At least he shook everyone's hand when the UK division came to the ring. Bate was having a hard time keeping himself from laughing, too, while more of his talking to each other. And poor Connors, though, he didn't get a chance to say what he deserved to be on the Zoe train.
Exactly. Yeah, the promo kind of drugged on. Enzo has a habit of doing this now, where he, I guess maybe he has so much to say that he has to say it all right then and there, so you can hear it. When probably you can cut down a bit, because not everything is going to hit, and you're just going to end up wasting a lot of time that could go to a match.
Yeah.
You know, cruiserweights, their strength is their match.
Right.
Not Enzo's. There's a lot of jokes you can make about Tyler Bate and Enzo Amore involving Liv Morgan because of yeah.
He likes Liv.
You really like Liv.
I like Zelina.
I mentioned her name. You smiled.
Zelina.
You do like Zelina too. Yeah.
Zelina.
So I ended up saying one. He ended up slacking one on the jaw for Liv, being the chivalrous man he is.
If yours isn't doing enough for you. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm sending my love to Zelina.
Well, I talked about Liv Morgan. You just mentioned Zelina.
Yeah, she's hot.
Well, anyway, promo drugged on. However, unlike on Raw, it at least got to announce more of the United Kingdom guys.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, it's probably not as bad as Raw's.
Gentleman Jack was given a warm welcome by his hometown Manchester, England, but he didn't play into it like he was a main face all the time. He turned everyone against him with a few standard heel insults. Gallagher said he was sick of being the circus clown everyone wanted him to be, and he has returned a real man with dignity. He said he was bigger than Brighton, which didn't go well with the fans' attendance. The match started at a quick pace, as both men used some press counters to put together a fun open sequence. This was a competitive battle, and both men helped each other look good at different points. It looked like Gallagher was going to win with an armbar, but Kalisto turned into Solido Soul and picked up the win. Gallagher's new entrance music is pretty great.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of Regal's last music.
Kalisto jumping over the top rope, land on the middle rope, and hitting the front flip on Gallagher ringside.
That was really nice.
Was an entertaining move. And Kalisto never feels their presence versatility, and Gallagher should use the armbar or so as his finisher. Make his opponent tap out with Susan Porcine more than a simple finish move.
Yeah. I thought the match was fine. It was decent enough action. However, this is where I started noticing the trend. Minus a few bright spots like Gallagher or Tyler Bate later on or right beforehand. Manchester, for some reason, is just completely dead for 205 Live.
Mm-hmm. It looked like a packed house too for two. So,
I mean, even Brooklyn ended up showing some enthusiasm. They had 4 days of shows.
Yeah.
205 Live. So So I'm not sure what to see there in Manchester.
Not only did Nigel McGuinness announce Bate versus Moore for main event, but 3 UK competitors were getting more shows during the tag team match alongside Cedric Alexander. The 205 Live regular team of Mark Andrews, the Battle, James Drake, and Joseph Connors. The long hair brisk controlled most of the action, but Alexander and Andrews were able to get playing a high-flying offense. Alexander was a good choice to have representing Cruiserweight division this one because he's so versatile too. He can adapt to anyone's style of ease. And an enjoyable Allen for all 4 competitors. This was actually my favorite match of the show.
Yeah.
Andrews picked up the win for his team with a pitch-perfect shooting star press. He made it land on Connor's knees instead of his torso, but the elevation gun was awesome. It was good to see video packages for the various UK competitors throughout the show. A lot of these guys would do well on NXT and on the main roster, but a few of them need to work on cramped and interesting entrance, so.
Yeah.
Connor's ear, too. Might be hard to look at for people who are squeamish, by the way. And Connors and Drake will actually make a pretty great tag team. They have similar looks, but are different enough to talk more easily. They had good chemistry in this match.
Yeah, like the whole top part of the ear is just gone. Yeah, the match was fine. It was my favorite match on the show. Like Joe, I agree with him. The match was fine. I like Mark Andrews got to hit his finisher in front of the bigger audience and got the win. So it's fine by my book. And
Bate received the biggest pop at night when he came out for his main event match. Yes, some more, right?
Yes.
Which came with this most analyst Hall's career since the UK Championship tournament. The former UK Champ shows some of his technical skills early on by out-wrestling Moore and making a retreat for a moment gather his full loss. However, Moore showed resilience and match again, playing his own offense to keep the fight competitive. He might not be the wrestler Bate is, but his shoot tactics make him a dangerous opponent. Andrews suffered in defeat the hands of Dalton Roll, and Moore redeemed himself with a victory over Bate.
Yeah, I'm literally taking that as he's the Cruiserweight champion.
The win wasn't enough for him to be able to slow opponent until Kalisto ran him off. First of all, we're talking about when I don't understand wrestlers who refuse to wear knee pads. Yeah. That was painful.
It's because the point of the knee.
I don't wish to stop by. Yeah, I had a nice in my line. Copying
Cody Rhodes and WWE. Yeah, undashing or dashing?
Dashing.
Dashing Cody Rhodes.
Actually, it was Cody all throughout the WWE, was it?
No,
or did he have a normal legs?
I think when he took off the mask.
He went to knee pads.
He went to knee pads.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the longest time he didn't wear knee pads.
Yeah.
And Matt Stryker, who was a color commentator at the time, always pointed out that he didn't wear knee pads because the point of the knee would be more effective on knee drops.
Bate used to be a full-time wrestler on the NXT or WWE roster.
Yes.
He is too good not to sign a contract.
Agreed.
And whenever Moore was in control, the crowd chanted boring again. He heard at least 4 separate times throughout the moment.
Most of the time he would just play it off and start dancing to it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a great heel tactic because people just start chanting boring at you now. There's more. You can more or less try to shut down the crowd. Some of Amori's heel tactics are sort of.
He also know.
Yeah. Most of his promos are coming long-winded, and I think he just needs really. I think he really needs to go back to NXT and work on it.
Stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
On in-ring skills and actually how to cut a solid promo. He's got the charisma.
Yeah.
He just needs to
tame it.
Sort of structure it.
Yeah. And starting with NXT. Heavy Machinery returned to NXT Arena Wednesday night for another energetic squash match. Forget. The team's opponents, Shlomo Lua and Chris Payne, never stood a chance. Those who can Knight tossed their opponents around the ring at one point. The former Otis executed the worm to perfection and added an elbow drop for good measure. Together, the duo official was demolition and Maluda and Payne with the compactor. Never underestimated the quality of a foot squash match, but that said, we have seen out of heavy machinery so often that at some point it must move on to something more significant. We saw this out Baron Corbin years ago too, where fans actually retire and watch the same thing happen for weeks on end.
Yeah.
And ultimately they turned on the ace kicker. A lack of definite tactic division, love rank. creates questions about where to go from here, but I answered pretty much it out before the team actually started some unnecessary backlash. You know, I'm not a fan of it. But you don't want unnecessary backlash either. Because they seem to like that before.
Yeah. I'll actually admit something here. I think this is their most entertaining match they've had so far. Am I sold on them? Absolutely not. There's still problems. I think one's better than the other. But the other one, but I don't think the other one's all that great either. I don't really trust them in long matches.
Right.
Maybe they'll have a performance that eventually blows me away one day, and I'll happily admit I was wrong. But right now, I don't see it. I don't really get it.
No. Kairi Sane looks to score a big win before she has to Houston for taking her War Games, an opportunity to become the new NXT Women's Champion. So this says she had to defeat Billie Kay, who is accompanied by one of Zane's opponents Zane's opponents at Taker, Peyton Royce. Sane frustrated Kay early by a well-timed WWE interference from Royce, turned the time in favor of the policy. She trapped Zane in the torch rack at one point, but was unable to capitalize. Zane full back match, level Royce to prevent her from interfering again, deliver her insane elbow for the pinfall victory. The match was nothing special, but as the story gave fans a taste of what Zane and the rest of Royce's opponents that Taker will have to deal with. In that case, it would be Kay who went for somebody for a partner. But in any case, it's still no disadvantage for everyone else in the match. That'll be the narrative of the match come next Saturday, and a key-day outcome. Either a new champion becomes the Oz, or Royce cheats her way for the first title for young career.
Yeah, it was a good match. Can't really too much else about it. It pretty much is a continuation of, or sort of continuing the build-up for the Fatal 4-Way for the women.
Yeah.
So.
Cesar Bononi had proves to score upset victory on Andrade Almas, but still to replicate that success. Wednesday, he scored with Velveteen Dream just weeks before the eccentric Star Showdown with Aleister Black. Dream determined to send message to Black was aggressive and wasted a little time taking the fight to outmatch Bononi. A Death Valley driver and a diving elbow drop earned Dream the victory. Actually, it might have just been a Death Valley driver, I believe, because Kyra did the elbow the match before. Yeah, it was his role in Death Valley. The Dream Cup post-match promo in which he vowed Black will save the air takeover. Overall, for the whole film was excellent.
Yeah.
This was exactly what it had to be. Dream was aggressive. He was mean and nasty. Proving that behind the whole idea that the whole act, there is a wrestler unafraid to go toe-to-toe with a 10-man day in Black. His demolition of Bononi was impressive as post-match did enough to put an exclamation point on this segment.
I think it's also a nice mirror, too, because Aleister coming in did that a lot, too, to a lot of people. So it's a nice sort of mirror image. They also set up a way Velveteen can get the victory without actually having Aleister losing. He literally just wants Aleister to say his name.
Right.
He's been saying that in beatdowns. In this point, literally drops it home. Velveteen can get a win without actually winning the match. So, I think it's a very nice device to use.
The initial tie-up of Wednesday's main event was a test demonstrating the roll motion between Roger Strong and Adam Cole. A well-timed distraction was Cole pulled official between the Strong, allowed him to deliver a kick that turned the tie in his favor, hands at the final bring of the night. Cole cut Strong goal every turn, prevented a sustained comeback from the majority match. As Strong rolled late, utilized a devastating jumping knee and backbreaker, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish in the ring and drove into the disqualification. The intermatch, Walters being Sandy hit the ring, instigating a huge brawl that ended with Strong delivering a super punch from the top rope on Cole into a massive body side. This too was excellent.
Yes.
The match itself was but a taste of superb ring work the superstars are capable of. Never once did it feel like the classic could be. Instead, the match design set to finish Iron anchoring. That brawl was electrifying. The dive by Alexander Wolf was the latest and grown strength performances by the German. That helped him stand out in response. And the superplex spot was the perfect exclamation point. Great way to cap off another strong episode of NXT.
Yeah, the match was really excellent. It was definitely the best match on NXT by far.
Oh yeah.
I would even say probably the best match not on Raw or SmackDown this week,
Oh,
which isn't that much of a leak since a leap since we talked about it. Yeah, like Joe said, Adam Cole and Roddy was pretty much a taste of what they can do and probably will do. I'm predicting TakeOver New Orleans for the NXT title, Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong, where you'll actually get to see the Adam Cole, Roderick Strong full glory. This is just a little taste and a little advertisement for War Games coming up.
Yeah.
And then it all was a clusterfuck in the best way possible.
Right.
Just absolute chaos. Everybody beating up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Let's go War Games.
And on the show, Andrade Almas and Drew McIntyre had a face-to-face, and Ember Moon versus Mercedes Martinez.
Yes.
That'll do for this episode.
That it does.
In the next video will be our review of WrestleMania 13.
We'll see you then in a different change of clothes.
Yes.
Later.
Now.